Yuri seems to be the most experienced, you know what I mean? So I should start with her. Maybe it's like the secret affection meter in Final Fantasy. When you talk to the first character, you get like affection from them. I can trust her opinion to be fair. And gloomy as fuck. Ellipsis. That's how you started the conversation in Ireland. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional.
Oh, exquisite.
Just like, grade A content.
What was that?
Sag it. Ellipsis question mark. Did I say it out loud? That actually did me too. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
Ooh.
Aye, the ellipsis. Ooh, ellipsis.
Ooh.
He's going to hate me. Hey, well, wait, hold on a tid. She said exceptional. Why would that be bad? I don't get that.
Because she said exceptional to her senpai crush, and now she's embarrassed because we know she thinks it's exceptional. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
You didn't do anything wrong, Otacon. That's... I guess you're right. What I'm getting so nervous for... Yuri takes a breath. So...
This woman is a nightmare.
What kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metaphors indicates you have written a lot of poetry before.
Really, we actually just picked random words from a lot, like in the last series, but it's alright. Whoa, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Also touching shoulders with reading someone. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Ellipsis. Well, I know that. I just mean,
But that's Yuri still.
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly like the Da Vinci Code.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. Yeah, like the words that we put together, basically. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. It's the split personality, I knew it. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. That also goes for songwriting, by the way. It might take you some time, but then it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Yeah, no, not mumble rap though, that's not a thing. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
Ooh, she dropped the bomb and then, oh, it wasn't me. It's fine.
She dropped the bomb like North Korea. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki, or to the supreme leader, don't know, senpai, don't know.
Don't know. Sammy, would you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if there is a rare opportunity, if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ooh.
Ooh,
yeah, so it's not a lyrics club anymore? Oh, the letter to the Corinthians.
Okay, wait, I I have to close this and make it a little bit bigger. That's what she said. However, Ghost Under the Light.
You read it, okay?
I can read it fine. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing.
It must be this one. You know, that is creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a second. Let's analyze this. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, you know. So basically, she's just enveloping us with her tendrils. And...
chemtrails.
yeah, that later. It must be this one. So, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time.
That's getting creepy, yeah.
Yeah. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future.
Damn.
So we're not the first one. She actually kills and buries in her basement. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. Because we are all like in the this Hannibal Lecter movie. We are just parts of... anyway. The light flickers. Flicker. I can read that.
I flicker back.
I flicker back.
Okay. Ellipsis.
Well, let's analyze it. It's from a
it's a Van
an
Gogh.
intellectual point of view. It's kind of a shit, you know.
It's a Van Gogh. That's a painter. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
It's like, you know, she actually heard all the process of I can read this shit. Let's make it bigger.
True that. Yeah. The game hacks into your microphone.
What?
You have a what?
I wasn't thinking that at all. Ellipsis.
But it took you a long time to read ellipsis.
Because we are retards. We can't read. Well, I just don't read a script very often. Oh my god. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Could be a little bit bigger though. It's a relief.
I would personally have drawn dicks in the paper, but it's just my style. Also, I like the poem.
Except my art.
Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Something. It was really something.
It wasn't. It wasn't the rapper too short. Nah, there would be like biatch and pretty much every swear word in the book in there. Also, there was motherfuck you damn shithead biatch in one song, so yeah, it wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Good excuse. Not at all.
Futile. I'm really glad you liked it. I mean, like it still. You didn't like it just in the past. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. You mean I should fucking read the paper now, or what?
Yeah. What type of question is this? It makes no sense, you know?
It does, because that's the title of the poem.
Ah, what's the title of the poem? Ghosts? Ah.
Yeah, it was about ghosts.
It's like I didn't even read it, you know, like 5 minutes ago.
It's literature, it's too high for us.
Yeah, she was right then. It's just this is a lot more complex than 11th dimensions. Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
It's also a problem that's more more higher up than and more intellectual than Bible Black, obviously. Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost that melts a giant.
That is not a sentence. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Damn, Monika.
As I told you, you know, I will have drawn this.
Well, I suppose he did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. If she has done that, then that's pretty fucking gloomy, yes. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture, like you did on my fucking poem, you dick. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost. Lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Not even left for it.
Ellipses, that's a lot more solemn, putting it that way.
Solemn Prayer is a good card in Spellweaver, by the way.
How many did they pay you to promote it? I hadn't even thought of that. Ellipses.
Yeah, because rarely someone plays that card.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So you make use of it. Eh?
Oh my god.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too. That's fucking bantering.
Yeah, that was just some sort of gratuitous.
Yeah.
You got leaking. Yeah, mutual. I don't know how to speak anymore. Nah.
Okay, Pervert Pete, thank you for that input. Nah.
If anything, I would probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so? Maybe I have to twirl your hair a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Did we just say that we can learn like a thing or two from her? You know, just a thing or two?
Yes.
It's like, she's like, oh, since you're a noob here, you know, we're just doing this simple. And then we're like, yeah, probably we can learn one or two things from you. No, not much, because we are already experts at this, you know.
Already experts at depressing stuff, apparently. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. You know, in Bible Black, that would refer to sex.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is more down to earth. I'm going to keep doing my best for the Use Giant. Snake, spot on.
We came.
Appeared.
Me too.
Who should I show my poem to next? Should we get the beach out of the way?
Yeah, Natsuki.
You actually remember the name.
Out of the way. How can you say that? You know, she's the most interesting.
What the fuck are you on about? So this time I make Snake.
Yeah,
right?
you do him.
I'll do him, alright.
Ellipsis.
Ellipsis.
Ellipsis. We had a nice conversation. Goodbye.
Well, I'm gone. Fuck this.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt. Want to smoke something?
Well, excuse me.
And no, excuse you. Wait, she says fuck.
It's not like I said it was bad.
Oh, okay, she read it. Never mind. I thought they were just looking at each other.
It just didn't. It just didn't evoke any emotion. What is she talking about, by the way? I don't understand the meaning of this.
The poem?
What's the meaning of this?
Oh, a poem.
But she read it already? Okay.
The question was, who should we, you know, show the poem to next? That's why the ellipsis, she read it.
No, but I mean, I thought we was going to be some banter first. Like, okay, who should show him first? You know.
So basically, it's not good enough for your tastes, brother.
Did you want to get smacked?
Yes, I mean no. I'll pass.
Huh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. I just hit my face with my... Because actually, when I'm reading all of this, I'm doing movements with my hands, you know, very... Not that you will like it.
I guess you found a waifu.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean...
The music to that, by the way, though. Should I rap that?
Oh, yeah. Rape that.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna make that mumble rap style, okay? Or trap style. Eagles can fly. What?
Do it. I don't know. Yeah, do it. The style one.
Okay. Eagles can fly, fly. Monkeys can climb, climb. Crickets can leap, leap. Horses can race, horses can race. Owls can seek, seek. Otters can run, run. Eagles can fly, fly. People can try, try. But that's about it.
But you're not reading the poem. All right. So imagine we did that in front of her, you know, just to piss her off by
And
not saying actually what's in the poem.
And at the end of everything, by the way, we dab. It's like monkeys can climb, dab. The music to that is just not fitting, by the way. What?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. It sounds like Blues Clues music.
Oh, it's because we chose her second instead of the first, like we should have.
I expected like a poem about kittens or something, to be honest, from her, but
yeah,
a little bit different than I thought.
Yeah. That we're gonna like it. You
What?
wearing?
We wrapped it and dabbed to it.
Yeah, we didn't even do some beatboxing to it at the end, you know.
I like it.
What?
Dab.
Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? I fucking rapped and dabbed it.
Well, cause everybody in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff,
Stop.
and not gangster rap like I did, you know. People don't even take my writing seriously because they were just random sentences.
You mean they dabbed to it?
You know, we should have. She is the girl for us because her point is at the level of ours. You know, it's exactly the same level of bad. You know.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Wouldn't. I mean.
Yes, exactly.
What, they became like a grade A student for literature all of a sudden?
Compared to her, I guess. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. If you know what I mean. Like in this poem.
Well, it didn't really hit me hard. It was a little bit edgy at the end, that's about it.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. I feel you.
Yeah, like, go on. I'm not listening. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight in the wordplay.
Yeah, tell that to mumble rappers.
Like I set up for a rhyme at the end and then made it fall flat on purpose.
Mumble rap in a nutshell. I tried to rhyme, but nah, it's too much effort.
Let's bring out the feelings in the last line.
I actually get that. And I actually, in German class, we actually had that kind of poem style once.
Yeah?
Yeah, where you like,
you
like rhyme all the time for a poem, and then at the end you don't, to, you know, make a statement. Because then it stands out from the rest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
Did she turn into a vampire though?
Yes, I mean, I don't know how to do her voice when she's not bitchy at all, you know. I don't know. I'm glad you learned something.
I'm convinced she's a guy, actually.
Yeah, because she sounds like a guy like me, right?
That too, yeah.
You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
From the smallest one. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last ointment or comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her, because she might beat me up.
Uh-huh.